It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Jaguars, just ahead on EA Sports.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge. But, Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one, and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go... and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On play action, it's Carr. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Once again, it's Jacobs. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They find some open field here. And he's taken down inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Carr on the bootleg, rolling to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We've got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here. Right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down and goal.
Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and his Vegas offense operate.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we hit past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On play action, now Carr. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Sideline throw, that's caught by Kirk. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Throwing now is Carr. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Cisco. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action. It's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambeau comes on. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover.
this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other